Okay, kids. Hello. Hello, hello. I was listening to somebody's podcast. Actually, I was listening to Jesse Wu's podcast, and it's titled "My Mother Doesn't Like Me." And it's on her podcast, Just a Couple of Things, episode 42. Okay, it's titled "My Mother Doesn't Like Me." You can just go under Jesse Wu channel. She it was posted a couple of days ago. Well, today is August the 16th, 2025, and it was posted a couple of days ago, like August 14th. Um, and it's titled "My Mother Doesn't Like Me." I didn't click on it when I initially saw it because I saw it 2 days ago, and I didn't click on it because I thought, I thought it's something that she might have seen on TikTok, a story that somebody else would be telling, and she's going to talk about it on this one. I didn't realize she would be talking about her own life. But what was interesting, what she said, was that Haitian mothers have a hatred. A lot of Haitian mothers, not all. I won't say all, right? We never can say all. See, the thing is, when people generalize, when you say Haitian or if you say Black American, it's not to say that every single last person who's hate their mothers, right? But because it is so, because it just happens so much, you can't help but to generalize because it happens so much, right? It's overwhelming. The hate is overshadowing the love. Okay, people say love yourself, but you can just have a whole bunch of haters, but you're supposed to just love yourself, and you are supposed to love yourself. But when you have a bunch of outward haters, I guess it's their job to hate, and it's your job to love yourself, and it's their job to hate you. Okay. But she never said her mother hated her. She said she felt like her mother loved her, but she just didn't feel like her mother liked her. Now, I done talked about the woman who raised me, because the woman who raised me adopted me, but she was still my aunt. I've said stories about her. She was along the lines of hate. And it's nothing that I did. She was just into cults, CULTS. And she had a good job, very successful. But yeah, they were into different cults. And so pretty much, well, I'm gonna tell you something. When you have, because African mothers, from what I heard from other African women, their mothers have a hatred for them too. I want to just safely say something's wrong with Black mothers. Something's wrong with Black mothers. And I hate to say Black, I'm going to say Black in this case, because I'm just talking about across the board, not just an American woman, right? Something's wrong with Black mothers. And you have some mothers that are good mothers that might not take too kindly to that being said. But see, that positive, it's nothing wrong with being positive, but I don't like being blind. I don't like being intellectually dishonest. I don't like. Just because you are a good mother to your daughter, doesn't mean that people should look over the fact that there is an overall hatred generally that Black mothers tend to have for their daughters. I've seen so many African women tell their stories the same way Black American women tell their stories. And now here go Jessie Wu, she's Haitian, and now she's talking about Haitian mothers. I'm just going to go on and say something's wrong with Black mothers. Something's wrong with Black women. I usually say brown. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to saying brown. But something's wrong with Black women. Um, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is almost, I want to say it's a programmed kind of hate. This is assimilation. And the fact that you got these kind of women that really hate their daughters, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna just tell you why I believe that a lot of black women hate their daughters. I think a lot of so-called black women hate their daughters is because they missed the mark themselves. When you are in the will of the Most High, however you want to see the Most High, because I'm not putting a face on it, okay? When you are in the will of the Most High and you know that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do and you are in divine alignment, you do not have room to be jealous of nobody else because you know that you are doing everything that you were put here to do. Now, that's a lot of people in the world that's not doing what they're supposed to be here to do, but for something's wrong because I don't hear white mothers hating their daughters like that. I hear a lot, it's overwhelmingly, it's a lot of black mothers all over the world. It's not just American. It's not just American. It's a problem with black women. Period. Doesn't matter if she's from America, United States. It's a serious issue. Psychologically, mentally, spiritually, black women are in hell. Black women are in hell. Because it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic. It's not just the black American woman. It's the Haitian woman who's black. It's the African woman who's black. Something's just wrong. I actually heard a lady. She was like a witch doctor. I heard a few years ago, I heard her say on her channel that a lot of black women are in hell, spiritually in hell. And she wasn't trying to be funny. I mean, that's just what she saw spiritually. Okay. Let me tell you something. Rebellion is the same as witchcraft. A lot of black women are rebellious, but I'm not talking about rebellious meaning that you have some people that want. I don't mean rebellious in the way of submitting to somebody else's ego. But they are rebellious in the sense of they're not listening to the Most High. And I'm not trying to judge because, I mean, being in this world, being in this ego-driven world, you have to be careful not to miss the mark. And sometimes it's so easy to miss the mark. So I'm not judging. But black women have a very big problem with rebellion. And I'm talking about generally. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about generally a lot. This hatred is deep. But this is something else that's going on, though. What is the deal with the hatred for the daughter, though? I want somebody to explain that one. Because I know when you're jealous of somebody, see, the thing is here is, just when you're jealous of somebody it doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what color they are, but I think when a black woman has a daughter, that daughter reminds her of everything that she should have done that she did not do. And when that daughter comes along, the mother gets jealous. And sometimes she hates the son because maybe the son might look like the father or something. Sometimes she hates her daughter because her daughter looks like the father. Because something's going on. It's a break. It's a break in the union between the men and the women. And so sometimes the daughters or the sons remind them of their fathers. I mean, that's a case of intellectual That's a lack of emotional intelligence. Once again, I'm not in that situation, so I'm not going to point no fingers, but that is a lack of emotional intelligence because now you're dealing with children and you faulted them for who they look like when you chose to have sex with a person that you had to know that your child might have these features. So not that I'm pointing the finger because I don't know what I would do in a situation when somebody left me and I'm still in love with them or whatever, and I have a child that looked like them. I don't know how I would feel, but I'm just going to say that is a case of a lack of emotional intelligence. To make it your child's fault that they look like somebody that they came from. They helped to create them. And it's supposed to be their fault. Um, Hi there, hi there. Yeah, so I just want to talk about that really quickly. Yeah, black women have a problem. Uh, I want to know spiritually what's going on with the hate, though, because it's deeper than that. But obviously, a lot of these women are not in the will of the Most High, right? And I'm not trying to sound religious when I say that, right? Because I'm not putting a face on it. I'm not putting a graven image on it. Okay, a lot of them not in the will of the Most High, and they feel like it might be too late for them. But also, I think it's beyond that. I believe they are taught. They have an internal hatred. They have internalized hate because of religion. Because I said this before. People tell black women to leave Christianity alone only to go to other patriarchal type of practices. All these other type of initiations where a man, a high priest, has to initiate them. And I feel like this because the black women, I think this is what she refused to understand. And I think this is why black women are suffering the way they are. They need to understand that they are the ones that are first. They need to get that. And it's not the man. But I understand patriarchal religion told you something different. But I believe because a lot of black women are, some of them are authentically confused and don't know the truth. So I don't think that's very evil if they just really don't know the truth. Some of them have heard this time and time again, and they absolutely refuse to believe it. Let me tell you something. Like I say, I'm not. I read the Bible every day, but I'm not going to abandon the truth because I know I read the Bible because I know it's a lot that's in there. There's a lot of information, and it's a living word. It's a living word. It moves demons. It actually moves demons. But I'm not going to be scared to know the truth. And there are some women that authentically don't know the truth. Like they're not awake. They don't know the truth. And when they find out, they just try to learn more. Okay. But there are some that they worship the man so much that they refuse to know that they refuse it, and they will rebuke other women. They worship the black women, I think worldwide, not just United States of America, worship men more than any other group of women. And I feel like that's why they have such a deep internalized hatred. I don't know any other woman that worships a man the way the black woman does. And so this is a rebellion. It's a rebellion. At this point, it might be dangerous for a lot of them to keep having children. Because if they're going to hate the people that they producing and cause hell in their lives, and they got to finally get their life together by the time they turn 40 and 45 and 50, you got to get almost 50 years old before you undo the damage that she done did. Like, you about a good close to 45 before you realize the damage that your mother did when she really did some damage. Okay? Because I mean, yeah, you can realize, oh, she did this and did that. But when you have you can have one that have an attitude problem, and you get away from her. Okay, it's over because she have an attitude. Okay, get away from her. But you got the other one. They want to see you fail. It's not enough that you get away from them and y'all don't get along. You have other mothers who won't stop until you are hit rock bottom. I don't know any white mothers who really do this to their children. I mean, you might have a few. I'm not saying that they don't. But this is why I don't hear black people when they complain about white people and Hispanic people and Asian people. This is why I can't hear them. I say, because you need to take a good look at what's going on with the relationship between mothers and daughters and mothers and sons and fathers and sons and fathers and their daughters. Take a good look at what's happening. I'm not about to complain about Indians. Indians they have a family unit. I'm not about to complain about no Indians. The reason why everybody able to keep pushing black folks around because black people are fragmented. They have no family. There's no family. There's hatred among them. There's such internalized hatred. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I just feel like talking about that for a little bit. I got to get ready to go because I don't have much time. Time goes by so fast. And it's still daylight over here. So I'm trying to, take in the rest of the little bit of daylight that I have left today. Because I'm in California, so I still have daylight. But anyway, that is it. And I'll talk later.